Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Miss Sicarello. I'm a reading coach at Hillsborough County Schools, and I'm so excited to read with you this morning. We're going to read The Lion and the Mouse, narrated by the timid but truthful mouse. This is written by Nancy Lowen and illustrated by Christian Bernardini, and it's available in MyOn. So, you read earlier this week the normal version of the fable, The Lion and the Mouse. Well, today we're going to read a version that gives the other side of the story. Remember, most stories have more than one side. So we're going to get to read from the perspective of the timid but truthful mouse. Notice that the title says, narrated by the timid but truthful mouse. So we want to think of the narrator as the person or animal that's telling the story. They're the I in the story. So they're telling it from their perspective, and oftentimes we get to hear more thoughts and inside feelings from that character who's telling the story. So I noticed that the title says the narrator is the timid but truthful mouse, right? So we're going to be thinking of, what does timid mean? And as we read the story, we'll start to pay attention to what do we think that word timid is, and truthful. We know, we see that root of truth, and we see the affix of full, and so we're thinking of truthful, full of truth. Okay, so why is that important in this story? So let's get ready to read and see. Hello, I'm Bitsy. That fable you just read, it's missing some key details. I know because I was there. So notice that we're meeting one of the characters here, Bitsy, and she's the one saying, I'm Bitsy, and I know because I was there. So Bitsy is the narrator. So she is the timid but truthful mouse. So let's see if we can find out what some of those words mean. Tell me, do you have any brothers or sisters? Do you ever feel invisible, like they don't even see you? Now, I'm thinking that Bitsy's not talking about the literal meaning of invisible, like you literally cannot see her at all. I'm thinking more that it might mean invisible, like nobody pays attention to you, like that figurative meaning of invisible. So let's keep reading and see if we think that that's that meaning of invisible. So tell me, do you have any brothers or sisters? Do you ever feel invisible, like they don't even see you? Do you ever wish you could do something to get their attention? Oh, so I'm confirming that that meaning of invisible really is meaning that you don't have attention on you. Feel like nobody's paying attention to you. Okay, so let's read and see why that's important. Well, that's what this fable is really about. I have a twin sister, Catnip. We look alike, but that's about all we have in common. Catnip is great at sports. She won the Tail Ball Championship and the Treetop Challenge. She even won third place in the Owl Bowl. She and her friends run around the forest, jumping off the highest vines and chasing the scariest shadows. Me, I barely got through the puddle paddling class. My hobbies are weaving baskets and hunting for letter-shaped sticks. Until the lion came along, Catnip never asked me to play with her. But then the lion changed all that. Okay, so we are getting introduced to Bitsy's sister, Catnip, and it sounds like from the description that the author is giving us that Catnip is very different from Bitsy. So Catnip, I would say, is adventurous. I see Catnip swinging on these vines, and Bitsy was telling us that Catnip also likes to chase scary shadows, and just sounds like Bitsy thinks that her sister's very different from her. And then we have Bitsy, and Bitsy likes to do calm things like weave baskets and make sticks out of letters, or letters out of sticks. I see that here she made an L. So they seem like very different characters from their thoughts, words, and actions. Okay, so why is that going to matter? I'm starting to think that timid means kind of calm, like the opposite of adventurous. So let's continue to read and see